Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you my 2024 goals.
He's so unproblematic. He's such a romantic and fed, and every day with him is magic. He can be so poetic. His way with words is dramatic. It's classic, and I just can't get enough of it. Just the other day, before he went away, he gave me a bouquet of roses with a note. He's no one to say, but when he says it, I blush. 'Cause thought I love you, an instant hero. You're the air that I breathe, you're the sun on my cheek. How could I ever leave when you're my gravity? You're the meaning of life, you're the stars in the sky, my Polaris at night. Guide me home to your light. Oh, who knew he had this ability? Knocks me off my feet when he talks to me in poetry. He makes life sound like a rom-com, a special kind of turn, a sweet calm, and I am left in blush in the sun. I'm thinking there's few things better than a man with pen and paper who knows his way around a love letter. Just the other day, before he went away, he gave me a bouquet of roses with a note. He's no one to say, but when he says it, I blush. 'Cause thought I love you, an instant hero. You're the air that I breathe, you're the sun on my cheek. How could I ever leave when you're my gravity? You're the meaning of life, you're the stars in the sky, my Polaris at night. Guide me home to your light. Oh, who knew he had this ability? Knocks me off my feet when he talks to me in poetry. Okay, it's so Shakespearean, all the way he rhymes with experience. Not gonna lie, I kinda like that he's elaborate, over the top, but it is clever and deliberate. Okay, it's so Shakespearean, all the way he rhymes with experience. Not gonna lie, I kinda like that he's elaborate, over the top, but it is clever and deliberate. You're the air that I breathe, you're the sun on my cheek. How could I ever leave when you're my gravity? You're the meaning of life, you're the stars in the sky, my Polaris at night. Guide me home to your light. Who knew he had this ability? Knocks me off my feet when he talks to me in poetry. Oh,
this video is going to be about my goals for BookTube, for my business, as well as my personal goals, if you can count my business in there. So I'm going to talk about many things, what's going to happen with this channel, what projects I have in mind for the year, and yeah, a lot is going to happen, but I'm so motivated this month. I was last year too, but I don't know, I feel like I'm getting in a better mood, surprisingly, for January. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. We'll see. So lots to talk about. Let's start with the bookish stuff. So last year I gave myself a page count goal. I gave myself the goal to read 60 pages per day. So that is like an average that I gave myself because of the average page count books I read, in order to get to 52 books a year. Last year in 2023, I actually managed to read 57 pages per day, which is not too bad, really close to my goal. So I decided to keep that goal of 60 pages per day this year in 2024 as well. For my Goodreads challenge, I kept the same goal, which is to read 52 books a year, which is one book every week. I have been doing the Goodreads challenge for 3 years, 4 years. This is going to be my fourth one. I started in 2020, and the only goal I've met so far for Goodreads was the first one I set myself, because I didn't read that much by that time, and I set a goal of 15 books. That was in March, I believe, that I set that goal. So, and I read over 15 books that year, and I didn't think that was possible. 15 was like a lot for me at that time. So I was really happy, and I decided to go with like one every week. And I have not been able to do that so far. But this year is the year it's gonna happen. I'm so confident about that, and I'm gonna keep it at that. Because I know I have a lot of things that's gonna be coming up. I might not have as much time to read as I want. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think it's a very doable plan. In 2023, I managed to read 47 books, so like 52, it's not that far away. I'm really confident about this goal. When it comes to like book titles, I don't have like 24 books I want to read in 2024. I didn't do that. I don't want to feel obligated to like read those books and feel disappointed because I didn't get to them. But there is one series that I really want to get to, and I'm so motivated to get to it, and it is the Robin Hobb books. So last year I read Fool's Assassin, which is the first book of the last trilogy of the whole Elderling universe. It was not the right one to start with. It was fine. Like, you can go through it and read it and still understand what's going to happen, which I did, and I did enjoy it. But there are some things that are missing, and I did want to read them in order. I've heard Reagan from Peru's Project rave about those books so much, and in her vlogs, I know she's been through all of them, or almost. I think she's towards the end now. I'm really, really excited to get to them. I'm gonna try to do like one every month, since they're very, very, very thick books. I'm reading them on my e-reader because I cannot deal with the 800-page books physically, and like mass market paperback. That is not for me. I hate those. Yeah, not with 800 pages. And I prefer having it like in my reader, if that makes sense. So I'm starting with the beginning, and that is the Farseer trilogy, and then I'm gonna go on like in order of those books. So one every month. There are 16 books, so I won't be able to finish the whole series during the year. I don't think I'll have time to like read more than one book a month and finish those 16 books, because they are so huge. One a month is a lot for me. So we'll see. I hope we'll manage to get those 12 books done, and then I'll only have 4 more left. But it's going to be a fun time. I'm really excited about that. If you want to read along with me, let me know, and we could set something up on Discord or something like that. I'll see what we can do and butter read if you wish. But yeah. Then I also want to make sure that I get through my TBR card as much as possible. That was a goal that I had last year, and I still want to keep it this year as well, because I am tired of having books that I've bought like 3 years ago and I haven't read yet. I want to get through those older books, older titles, so I can get to buy more books, newer books, if that makes kind of sense. Anyways, I have lots of books on here. I think I got under the bar of 60 books. I think I'm at 57 unread books, including my e-reader. So it's not that bad. I actually went like at almost 70 last year. So under 60 is quite good. I'm going to try to get that number as down as possible, at least the books that I've owned for a long time, because I do want to renew my TBR card and like have like newer titles in there, and not like keep the old titles there for too long, if that makes any sense. Regarding my channel, I am done with editing all of my vlogs that I was like backlogged. So everything is up to date and I am now doing weekly vlogs, and my goal is to edit them and upload them as soon as possible so that I don't fall behind on editing. I had an issue with my equipment last year with my computer and all of that, so that didn't help. And this year that's all settled. I bought a new computer and it's perfect for editing and it's like top tier. It cost me a lot of money, but it was so worth it, and it will help me get all of those videos edited. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be posting every week. I don't want to settle myself into a schedule. I do want to at least upload like 1 or 2 videos a week and stay consistent with the uploading. I'll have at least 1 vlog every week, that's for sure. And then I'll have my TBR and my wrap-ups. And then I'll see how many more videos I'm going to add to that. Maybe some recommendation videos or other type of videos. I'm not a huge fan of tags, so maybe not that, but I don't know. I'll see. I tend to have a lot of ideas for videos, so I'm not too worried on that part. I'm just worried about the time I have, but I'm really want to focus on my channel this year and make sure that it's a priority and that reading is a priority. I felt like I couldn't do many recommendation videos in the past because I felt like I didn't read enough, but right now I felt pretty confident with myself that I have read quite some books enough to give recs, if that makes any sense. I'm also continuing on Book Talk. So like the Book Talks, and if you're not on Book Talk, it's fine. I am going to upload those videos also in shorts on my BookTube channel. So like you don't need to go into Book Talk if you don't want to. It's fine. So you can also access to my short videos here. So I think that pretty much sums it up with my reading and my BookTube channel plans for 2024. For my business goal, I am going to make it a priority in my schedule because right now we're struggling financially. I mean, we're fine. It could be worse. And it's not. So like we're fine, but it's hard for us to put some money aside and buy a house and buy everything that we need to be comfortable in the house and like actually have money to buy a house. And those are goals that we have had for like 10 years. And we're still unable to do that because we're always like struggling. And that's the reason why I was working 2 jobs. It was fine financially. We were able to put money aside when I had 2 jobs, but it was too much for me, for my body, to work night shifts on the weekend. That was too much. So I'm trying to focus on my own business. If you don't know, I used to have an Etsy shop. Now it's my own shop and I make a lot of products with my sewing machine. So we have kitchen aprons for children. I do adult kitchen aprons as well on demand. I also have book sleeves and bookmarks. I also do bookmarks with my Cricut and reusable grocery bags, and I also have placemats. So I'm working a lot on my business and trying to make that go up so that can become like my second job, if that makes any sense. My husband is going to help me with some tasks that I don't have the time to do, not that I'm not able to, but that I can give to him, that it's easy to do for him, that I don't have time to do, and it's time consuming, so I can put my energy elsewhere in my business. So I'm really hoping, and I'm still very positive it's gonna work. I've been saying that for like years and years, but yeah. If you're interested, by the way, I do have a promo code for your next purchase. If you've seen this on my BookTube channel, if I'm not mistaken, It's booktube15. I'll write the right promo code here so you can use it to have 15% off your order on my website, which is going to be linked in the description below if you want to go have a look. I also have a free checklist that you can download by yourself if you want to, and like laminate it and use it daily. If you want to give yourself some goals and checklist and reuse it, you can do that as well. It's free. You can go and download it over there. Talking about a second job, I'm also personally thinking about going back to school. I know, like, I can hear some of you sighing so hard, so loudly. I hear you. I know. I do learn from my mistakes. I know that it is going to be triggering for another burnout. I know I'm very sensitive to that stuff, and it's not my first time since like last spring. It was my second one. I know that. I know all of that. But I can't like have a regular second job. Since I'm teaching like full time, I don't want to leave teaching. It's really a perfect job in a perfect school. It's just perfect, and I don't want to leave that. But I do want to teach theater, and I might be able to do that in elementary school in a couple of years, maybe, probably, but not now, and it's fine. But as a second job, since I just love teaching, and I love it so much, okay? And I could give 1 3-hour class per week and have the equivalent of what I had financially when I was working 16 hours per weekend during the night shifts. So, I mean, I think it would be worth it to try and teach at college. And mind you, here, college and university is not the same thing, because when you finish high school, you go to college. So quickly, we finish high school at 17 years old. We don't have a 7th grade. We don't have middle grade. So we go from kindergarten at 5 years old, 1st grade till 6th. That's elementary school. And then we go to high school, so secondary school, from secondary 1 to 5. So we finish at 17 years old. You can go do a professional diploma that they call. So it's a professional diploma. If you go to like electricity, if you want to be an electrician, it's a professional diploma. You can do like bookkeeping as well, can be done with a professional diploma as well as college diploma too. But usually when you finish high school, you go to college, which is different from university. And you have 2 choices. Either you do a pre-university program, which is 2 years, which is a more general program, or you do a technical program, which can give you a job, a profession. So you can be a nurse, certified nurse, with a technical degree. But you can also go to university and have a bachelor's degree as well in nursing. But if you want to practice nursing, you can just go to college 3 years. Those technical programs are 3 years long, and it gives you a profession once you're done. So they're more specific in training in the classes. And then when you're done with college, then you can go to university. It is possible to go to university as an adult without going to college first, but you need to have been on the work environment for like at least 2 years, and you have to like prove stuff, and you have like some classes that you need to take that will compensate for not having a college degree. But it is possible in some cases. So in order to teach at university, you need at least a master's degree, if not a doctorate's degree, which I don't have. I have a bachelor's degree in theater studies and a certificate degree in fine arts, as well as a bachelor's degree in teaching arts. So basically 3 diplomas in undergrad, if that's what it's called, I think. And in order to teach in college, it will depend in which department you want to teach. And I'm currently doing some research and reaching out to local colleges here to see like what they're asking for being hired to teach there. So I'm looking at like 2 things at the moment. Either I go get a master's degree in theater studies, but that's going to be tough. The thing is, in order to get to the master's degree, you have to have like a certain average. And I don't quite have that average because when I was doing that degree, I was working full time as well as studying full time. And I finished in a burnout. And like I had classes where I was having like A's and A minus and a B plus, but I had other classes where I had D's because I couldn't concentrate on all of the classes. I could only concentrate like on half of the classes that I had, depending on what it was. So yeah, my average for that degree isn't good, and it isn't enough to get into the master's degree in theater studies. But if you consider all of my other degrees, like they're way over the average needed to get to that master's degree. So I don't know. I'm still waiting on a response from the university to see like what will I need to do if I want to get to that master's degree. I'm not sure yet. I've always wanted to have a master's degree in multidisciplinary arts, but I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do right now if I want to teach at a college level as soon as possible, if that makes sense. Because that's the goal. Like, that's why I'm doing this in the first place. Yes, I love to study. Yes, I have a love-hate relationship with university, but I do want to get my master's degree eventually. Is it the time to do that now in theater studies? I'm not sure, because my goal is just to teach at college level as soon as possible. So I don't know yet. I'm still waiting for some colleges to respond to my questions as well and see like what they ask. I had one that did respond to me and told me that it can be a master's degree in your field, but it can also be a specialized diploma, which is like a grad diploma, but like not a master's degree. It's called a specialized superior studies diploma, roughly translated like that. And that program actually is in teaching at a college level. So I could do that one. So I would be qualified to teach at a college level, because right now I'm qualified to teach high school and elementary, but not college level, if that makes any sense. So like I'm in this big reflection of what am I gonna do, because admissions are like pretty much coming up. Usually you have to send in your admission before the 1st of March. So I need to make a decision like soon-ish. So there's that. I'm still thinking about it, still waiting after responses, and I think make a decision there. But it's probably gonna take up a lot of my time. I'm probably gonna still be juggling with a million different things at the same time. It's me. I can't help myself from having a million different projects. So yeah, I'm also taking time for myself. So I'm starting two things. Music wise, I am starting my own school band at my elementary school. So from 3rd grade till 6th grade, they'll be able to get in the band and play like wind instruments. And I'm gonna conduct the band, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited. And it's starting like in January. I cannot believe we're already there. I've been talking about it for so long. At first it was supposed to be like starting next fall, but since I want people, well, the parents, to see what it is and how amazing it is as a project and not have it like cost too high. I'm doing half of year, so it costs less, but they can see the worth of the activity. It is an extracurricular activity, so the parents do have to pay, but like they can see what it's worth and be comfortable with like the bigger price for next year, for the whole year, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be so much fun. And I also decided to join a wind orchestra myself, and I'm going to be playing clarinet. I have a 3rd chair for clarinet, and they have a high level. I'm actually struggling with the 3rd chair, so like I'm fine with the 3rd chair, and it's perfect. And I've been practicing clarinet quite a bit in the last few months, and I'm really happy. I'm starting on the 7th of January, and I'm really, really excited. And that's a big me time. It's something I'm doing for myself because I want it, and because it's like therapy. Music is a therapeutic, and it's my time for myself. So I'm so happy that I'm doing that. And we're doing like 3 concerts every year. Our next concert is going to be in March, and then we have June, and then for Christmas. So it's going to be so much fun. And my final goal is very personal. If you don't know, I'm a mother of a 7-year-old boy, and we've had to go through infertility and a whole bunch of stuff to get him. And we have been trying for a second one for a good while now, and we need to go through IVF. And I started the process of that, but didn't end up doing anything because my husband was going through a lot of like mental health stuff. And I don't want to go into that in here, but it has been a rough 2 years, 3 years even, since the pandemic, and we're dealing with a lot. But I am getting older, and I'm not ready to say that like our family is done with. I cannot say that. So now that it's going a little bit better, I want to get back into like the process of IVF in the summer. We'll have to do like a whole bunch of testing. We know what the problem is. You can check my video on my fertility journey if you want to. I'll link it in the description below. So if you want to check that out, I've done it. I've done a video on that. So I don't want to repeat it all here, but yeah, we're probably going to go through that. I'll keep you posted if we do. Because it does take a toll, and it is easier to talk about it, even if like there's no one responding directly to me when I talk about it. It's good to see when like people do know what you're going through and do understand it, because it's not an easy process. It's one of the worst. I would not wish it upon my worst enemy. But yeah, there's also that in the mix. So it's gonna be a big year for 2024, but I'm very confident. And I just hope I'm gonna keep that level of confidence throughout the year, because last year towards May, it was really, really tough for me. And I don't want to go back into that, but I'm not working night shifts anymore, so it should help. And I don't feel like teaching is actually like a job for me. So that should be good. I think that's about it for my goals for this year. Let me know what your goals are. Did you set yourself some goals, whether it's personal or book related or like whatever? Let me know. I would love to see what your own goals are. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.